Good morning, and how is everybody today? So we're back on Saturday. The weeks are flying by at the moment, and this week's Saturday share is this sheet here. So it's basically 3 postcards, some vintage advertising from my Sears book, and a piece of vintage leisure. And I thought what I would do today is a pile of papers, for want of a better explanation. I did see, I think it was a Touch of Sparkle do something similar recently, and I just thought that this would make a really nice topper. So I've printed 2 of them out here, because I want to cut one up to make the pile of papers, but I did also think that you could obviously use it as a collage page as well. So maybe we'll do the two different things. So I'm going to start with this one here, and I'm going to use my tear ruler, and I'm going to come straight down the edge of those postcards there, and I'm going to literally divide them up. So I'm going to take that one, and then I'm going to take that one, like that. So then I'm just going to take the edge off of here. You all know I love a torn edge rather than a straight one. And this one is like this postcard, July the 7th. Well, it's almost now, isn't it? 1914. So we've got our first postcard there, and then we've got this piece here, and I'll take off that edge piece there. There's 2, and then we've got our vintage advertising there. One of the things that I'm always conscious of with this tear ruler is sometimes it goes at an angle, you don't get a straight line, but I think the very fact that you're tearing it when it's torn off straight adds to it. It's not a problem at all. So I've got 3, and then I'm going to come down there, and I'm going to come just the side of that line there. So then I'm going to obviously take the top off. I want that bit. I'm going to take this side and the bottom, because obviously I only want the actual pictures. I don't want to see. I don't want all the frame. I'm not sure how much of this I want yet, so I'm going to leave that for a minute. And then this one, again, I'm going to take that edge off. And obviously we don't want the white bits. So, how is everybody? What have you been up to? I noticed there are a number of you downloading these Saturday shares from the group, which is lovely. Glad that you're enjoying these. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically make a pile. So I'm going to take some coffee dyed offcuts, okay, and I'm going to take this first one that's got a tear in it anyway, and I'm just going to sort of fold it that way and then fold it back that way, so it's just like folded up where it's got squashed in a drawer or whatever. And then I'm just going to ink up all the edges. I want it nice and sort of grungy looking. And I'm basically going to glue them all together and make just a stack of papers. that would be a great topper for the front of a journal, or if you didn't build it too high, you could have it as a page decoration. Right, so I've got that on there like that. Oh dear. Right, and I'm going to put this one on here like this, and then I'm going to put that one there so it connects onto there like that, and then I'm just going to put this one here like this, and then I'm going to take the blue one and I'm going to put the blue one underneath a bit like that, yeah, and then I'm just going to use some of this as well. So I'm going to get a piece of my coffee dyed to use as a base plate, okay, and I'm going to put him on there, but I'm only going to put him half on, if that makes sense. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm only gluing half of it, okay, just like this, and I'm going to put him on to either the top or the bottom, and I'm putting him on as an angle like that, okay. And then I'm going to take this one sorry, I'm just thinking, sorry, I know I've gone all quiet on you, I do apologise. Right, so if we ink up this edge here, and the top, and then we line him across there like that, okay, and then I'm going to take about that much, so that I've got sort of two areas of this, okay. Let's take a little bit of that black edge off of there, and then I'm just going to sort of put him randomly there. Notice that I'm not inking up all of them, just some, because I think also we want some of that postcard showing. So let's put him there like that, okay, and then I'm going to tuck, where's my folded paper? There, I'm going to tuck my folded paper on the side there. So I'm actually going to glue the back piece to stick him down, and I'm going to go about there, glue him down, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glue there to hold that bit down, and then I'm going to glue that bit as well, okay, and then I'm going to add him there. I think again we link this side up, I'm really glad it's Saturday. I feel like it's been a really heavy week at work. We've been super busy and it's left me quite tired this week, so I think we'll have him there like that. So I'm just gluing this side. Cover up, I want to cover up that little bit of coffee dyed paper there. So I'm going across there. In fact, we could go a little bit closer there. Him there, glue him on there. And then we've got this one, and I wanted this one at the top because of all the writing. And I'm just thinking if it would make sense to have this bit under there as a different piece of advertising. So I'm going to pull that across there like that. I'm just going to poke him in. Sorry, that's the printer you can hear in the background. Yes, so I'm going to poke him in there like that. So I'm going to glue the back of this. I'm going to slide it under, and I want to really overlap it that side. So I'm going to slide him under there, peel it off the table. You know what I'm like, sticking things to the table. And then I'm going to glue this top postcard like so. And then we're going to have this one. I don't want to cover up too much of that one either, you see, so I'm going to sort of go, also we want this layered effect, so I'm going to go sort of there like that, making this one the main focal point. So bring him down, line him up so we can see a bit of everything. That's the thing here. There we go. So we can see a little bit of everything. And then I'm just going to tear that down below the front embellishment. Like that. To make sure that we get that nice shape. Okay, and if we look at that on, it's just a piece of coffee dyed paper, you can see how that would fit on there as a page. You could make it slightly shorter so that it fitted, or of course on a journal cover, and then there's no reason not to be able to put, let's grab something. You could put, you know, oh, that's not very good, is it? His face. You could put maybe a piece of lace under that side there, and then obviously you can line him up, and I just think that would make a very lovely journal cover or page. So that's one way of using it. The other way is, got some extra pieces here to get rid of the rubbish. The other way is to look at it as a back collage. Excuse me. So, as I seem to be into doing lots of tags lately, if you look at it, we could go there, and then that would give us sort of all three of those pieces, or obviously there, or there, or maybe even into a little booklet. So let's try and do a bit of both. So if we come, this seems like a natural tear line, so if we come across there again, and we come down that line, trimming off all our white, probably going to end up trimming it again, and then if we fold him in half like so, that's actually not bad, that's pretty straight. And if we ink up our edges, because here we go again, inking, lots of time spent inking up our edges. Ink up our edges. Okay, I'll only do the front, save you watching it all. And then we can take some of our coffee dyed paper scraps. Fold this one, and we can fold this one. What else have I got? Oops, sorry about that. What else have I got? See the pile that always collapses. What else have I got floating around? I've got a little bit of book page here. So cut him in half and in half that way, and then we can just go 1, 2, 3, like that, and pop them in there, tuck him in a little bit, and then if we bring our front cover open, we can actually tear down the edge there. That one obviously is not going to tear, it never does it, the last one? So let's swap it round and do it that side, which is what I prefer to do anyway. And then we've got ourselves a nice little booklet, and just put a little stitch down the side there. Okay, and then on our piece here, I'm just gonna cut straight up there, and I'm gonna make that into a tag shape like that. Line him up, take my scissors, I'm going to trim off the edge, and there we've got the background to make a tag up from. And you might want to do something just because it's an easy embellishment, and I've got some on the end of the desk just here that are all knotted up, but never mind, there we go. So get rid of all that so you can see what I'm doing. Might want to just add a little flower on there, and that would be a way of turning that into a tag. So that's got slightly bent, I'll just turn him over. Actually, would this one be better, because it's slightly narrower, that one. So I'll just stick some glue on. Oops, I've ripped him apart now, look at that. That didn't work very well. So now we're going to have a smaller one. Oh, it's all stuck, look. Ah. It's the only trouble with these delicate die cuts. You are technically better with a liquid glue. But I'm just going to put him on there, shorter than he was. And that's the start of a tag. We can obviously embellish him up with some other laces and things. And then we've got these odd few pieces left here. That piece obviously we can easily use to tuck in behind something for layering, so we keep on to that one. This one the same. And then this one here we can simply add to one of our coffee dyed offcuts to give it some stability. And then we've got a journaling card. So I'm going to glue that up, and I'm going to put him down, push him nice and hard, and then obviously we've got one journaling card there, and then if we do the same to this side, we've got another one there, and then obviously you can stitch around these to finish them off. I mean, you don't have to stitch around them, you can leave them just glued and the nice torn edges, or you can ink them up, or whatever feels appropriate. I can't tear that one now for some reason. Let's get the scissors on it. So I'm just going to trim that one across there, and then we'll actually tear this one. So we'll line him back up. You see, and then straight away you've got some interest and some journaling space there. Leave them over there, get rid of all that, get rid of all that, and then the same on this one. Sorry, I'm just trying to clear to make sure you can see, and then I'm going to take that one off there. This one up here. As always, while I'm just doing this, I'd like to thank everybody that has liked, commented, subscribed to my channel. It makes me very happy. Thank you very, very much. Get a little glow of joy when you see there's been a new comment. So you really do make my day. Thank you so much. So, on this Saturday share today, we have managed to create either 2 journal cards, a tag and a little booklet from using the sheet once, or by printing it out a second time, we've managed to create this topper stroke collage page. So I hope you enjoyed joining me today. Take care, be safe, have a happy weekend, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.